Hey Libra, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your November 2025 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will, therefore you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Libra, oh, look what showed up, the Justice card. That's you. Oh my gosh, that was cool. May resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. I already forgot my spiel. Yeah, check out your sun, your moon, your rising signs. If you're cross-watching, it could apply to you as well. Um, Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It's greatly appreciated. All right, Libra, let's see what's going on for you. Oh, Page of Swords is showing up. You might be curious about something, maybe working something out or getting justice since the Justice card showed up. And it could just possibly be saying, hey, Libra is in the house or in the car. All right, Libra, what is going on for you? What is going on for you, Libra? Okay. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Something could be moving really slowly. Maybe you're focused on something that requires your time, your energy. We'll see. We'll clarify. You have the Queen of Cups. You could have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in your chart, or you're dealing with one. If that's not the case, the Queen of Cups, though, is one who is pretty intuitive. She is open to receiving love. I don't want to just give you like the basic stereotypical meaning of the card because I feel like there's something a little more to this. There's almost like a sensitivity that's coming out of this card. So I don't know if you're feeling a little sensitive during this time. You have the Page of Cups, younger water sign energy. You have two water signs. This could even be a parent-child thing for some, not for everyone, obviously. But the challenge with the Page of Cups could be some sort of communication or getting some sort of good news, an apology, a message that expresses some sort of emotions. Maybe this is what you're waiting on. You have the Seven of Swords in the foundation. Seven of Swords. Are you hiding certain emotions? Now, the Seven of Swords could also be like planning something, being very strategic and not letting anyone know about it. You have the Nine of Cups in the past, and on your mind, you have the King of Wands, could be an Aries, Sag, Leo, or someone with fire-like qualities. Maybe this is your energy. Let's see what else comes out. Your outcome is the Two of Pentacles, trying to balance things out. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. What is this Knight of Pentacles here? Why is that here as the overall energy for Libra? As a Knight of Pentacles here. There's the Page of Swords again. Six of Wands. Ace of Wands. This is watching for some sort of new beginning. And with this six and ace in between there, there's a Five of Wands. Which lo and behold, there's a Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Conflict, competition, arguments, drama. Yeah, this could be internal or external. Hmm. There's something here that's moving slowly, and it has to do with something that I don't know if it's like passionately wanting to move towards or create, because Ace of Wands has to do with passion, creation, vitality, a spark. Why is the Queen of Cups in the current energy for Libra? Why is the Queen of Cups here? Two of Cups, Knight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. This could be some sort of partnership in regards to something that you're working on or work in general. Now, if that's not the case, you're open. It could even be another air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. It doesn't have to be, but you are open to somebody coming in. There's almost like I feel for some of you, you feel like somebody's going to come towards you to work something out. I get like this openness and moving something forward, but I kind of question if this is a like a repeating of a cycle. You have eight here, you have Eight of Wands here, and this Two of Pentacles. Look at how it has that loop. Why is the Page of Cups the challenge? For some of you, you want to go towards someone, but you're like, no, I'm gonna stay here, and maybe that's why that's the challenge. You have the Sun card, the Six of Cups, the Seven of Cups. Leo energy there with the Sun card. This might be about a situation that you dealt with in the past with the Six of Cups here. Again, if it's this parent-child thing, Sun, Six of Cups represents children. There could be, if it's not about that, there could be an age difference or a maturity difference for some. For some of you, there might be this stress of like, didn't this person feel this? Is this connection like something that I was just feeling? There's strong emotions coming out from here. Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, that's an Ace of Cups right there. So this could be a new chapter in regards to love. Perhaps for some of you, it might be something that's new. Maybe you're wondering, well, why isn't this person saying anything? Or vice versa. Why is the Seven of Swords in the foundation? Lovers, Gemini energy, Knight of Wands, Aries, Sag, Leo, Three of Cups. There's the Justice card at the bottom. I don't know. To me, this looks like trying to not give away that there is strong feelings here. This is like trying to avoid moving towards someone, getting together with someone, reconciling with someone, whatever your situation is here. Now, if it's not you, it could be somebody else, but this is your reading. Why is the Nine of Cups here? Hermit, Virgo energy, Five of Wands, Eight of Wands. There's a Three of Wands there. So in the past, you were waiting for something to happen, or there was some sort of expectation of change or things going in the right direction. There could have been conflict in regards to, for some of you, like, I don't see you enough, or I feel lonely in this connection. There could have been arguments about that. There, um, I almost get like wanting to move something forward. That was the desire, but there was something in the middle that wasn't happening. Maybe differences in what both wanted. Why is the the King of Wands on your mind? High Priestess, Eight of Swords, the Chariot, Cancer energy. There you are again. This High Priestess, Eight of Swords, that's a lot of silence. That's a lot of overthinking. That's a lot of watching, observing, and being here. And then the Chariot card is about moving forward. So I don't know if this is you wanting to move forward or what you're thinking about is like, when is this person going to move forward? When are they going to do something? Or when can I make this move? Why is the Two of Pentacles? This kind of feels a little repetitive. Why is the Two of Pentacles the outcome for Libra? It's a very straightforward reading. Four of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. So there's a bit of a hurt here because I see that your outcome, if the energy continues being like this, right? Because free will, blah, blah, blah. If the energy continues to be like this, there's still this lingering sense of feeling like things aren't going in the way that you would like. Five of Cups is a card of sadness, regret, yearning, missing. And the Four of Pentacles is either holding on to something or not opening up. Although there is still this investment into something, this trying to balance this out. There's a, I almost feel like there's a lot here. Okay, what just fell? Tower, Four of Swords, Magician. There's the Justice card again. Why is the Tower here? The Empress. Okay, I don't know how this pertains to the reading, but the cards that I'm seeing here, if somebody here is pregnant, there needs to be this period of taking a break, relaxing. There's maybe too much going on. Now, apart from that, I feel like there needs to be or will be in the outcome this detachment from the outcome of this situation, meaning emotionally there isn't this, it has to be like this. There's going to be some sort of detachment and that will align you because when we're feeling like, oh, it needs to happen this way, there's a sense of desperation. And that does not allow you to align to be in this flow of letting things happen the way that it needs to happen. I think because you have Eight of Cups, Ten of Cups, Queen of Wands, there's a confidence that emerges. There's a self-worth. And this could happen all of a sudden, or something happens where you start to gain this worth, self-value. I don't know, you focus more on yourself, other things that have the potential to grow in life. And this allows for things to become more balanced for you. Maybe a sturdier foundation. Because, listen, when we have this sturdy foundation, because I don't know what other word to say, within ourselves, like this self-worth, self-value, this confidence that we have in ourselves, we're not really concerned with things that are not going to work out. We're more focused on the things that will work out for us because, you know what, I accomplished this and I can do this. There's a focus on that, and our brains start to kind of have like this, I don't know if the word is dopamine, to be able to motivate us to continue on with the things that we know or want to work out. When we're in this, is this going to work out? I hope it works out. I want it to work out. When there's there's almost like a lack of faith. All right, let's take out. an oracle card for advice and clarity. I don't know if this is making any sense to anyone. If it is, please let me know. Where is it? There it is. Okay. What is the advice and clarity for Libra? Advice and clarity for Libra. Got it. Creation. It just jumped out. All right. And it says, I will guide you to your muse. In a time before history, she shaman walks the earth, bestowing artistic talents on a select few. One day she rests under a birch tree. Hey, says Birch, I want my muse too. Birch entertains she shaman for a long time, singing and telling tales. She shaman smiles, my great friend. You have had your art all along. She vows that from then on she will give everyone their own gift. To this day, she shaman has never left us. We see her inside every creative work. Um, like I said, this could have to do with some sort of project or work thing, something that you're working on or focused on. And if it has to do with love, this is almost asking you to tap into that creative energy. So creation is feminine energy. And how do you tap into that? Especially if you're a Libra female, that's already in your nature, right? Um, I I don't even know how to explain it, but it's tapping into the energy of creating, and creating is so think about, what does creation mean to you? What does expansion mean to you? What does birthing something mean to you? Other than it being the in literal terms. So this could be about creating a whole new life, a whole new sense of identity for you that seems more authentic to you, to align to the things that you do want to come into your life. Your path is an artistic one. Express your love in a tangible art form. It is time to make decisions. Am I waiting for someone else's permission to create my life? What do I need to see in order to claim my own gifts? Keywords: creativity, muse, magic, opening to magic, lasting transformation, divine feminine, awakening creativity, finding your muse, owning your gifts. So this could literally be just that, like starting on something that is creative for you. Maybe there's something that you want to start or that you want to pick up again. Maybe it's something that you left behind. Others of you, it's tapping into the more creative side of yourself, and that will help to motivate you to do other things. Because sometimes we can start doing something, I don't know, maybe painting, example. You start painting, and as you're painting, some other idea comes up for you. Could be, I don't know, how to fix a problem with your mother-in-law. I don't know, I'm just giving an example. As you're painting, because you're in this state of calm, in this state of creation, in this state of Zen, basically, and in a different mindset as compared to your everyday life, everyday routine, everyday stresses. So, um, so it could pertain to that. If it's in regards to a relationship, let me just read the rest of this. Letting go of old ideas and allowing new growth is primary. The mission you have been on may be complete. A new dawn is coming, and it is time to open yourself up to divine inspiration. The message here is to let go. You no longer need to be a warrior. So if that resonates with you in regards to a relationship, this no need to be a warrior anymore. If you're feeling exhausted by doing something repetitively, there the seven of swords that showed up in your foundation, there's a need to put those swords down. So if you were the type that was running away from a connection, I'm not going to say anything, or I'm just going to wait to see how that person reacts. Maybe this is a message to, if you want a relationship, how do you invite that relationship in? Well, at least for one, expressing how you feel, right? Um, you don't have to wait for another person. Now, if you are the type that maybe you did want something, and you had to plan it strategically. What am I going to do? I'm going to manipulate in this way. And I'm not saying manipulation in like a negative sense. Well, I guess it could be in a little bit, but just like trying to figure out, how can I maneuver this situation to go in a way that I would like for it to go? Or how can I be seductive? Or how can I be extra nice, um, to get exactly what it is that I'm wanting to align with, when that's more of a forcing instead of a allowing for it to happen. Listen, sometimes we want things and we force these things to come into our life or to be attached to us. And then in the end, we realize, like, uh, maybe that's not what I wanted. And if I just let things go with the flow, I would have realized that I didn't want this. And instead, I wanted to force it because I didn't want to feel this momentary discomfort of not having what it is that I was desiring in the past. Nine of Cups. All right, let's take out the Rebel deck. What is unfiltered messages? What are the unfiltered messages for Libra? What does Libra need to hear in this moment in time? What does Libra need to hear for November 2025? Okay, we got one. You think someone's lying. You think someone's lying. They are. One more for Libra. One more for Libra. Money. Make it rain. Oh my goodness, I almost choked on my saliva. Make it rain. You think someone's lying. They are. And make it rain. The making it rain is really just aligning with that sense of security, focusing on what makes you feel secure. Secure either financially, in this case, could be emotionally, mentally, because this card of you think someone's lying and they are, if that doesn't necessarily resonate with you, just like literally, um, there is I get like this focus on somebody else needs to do something, like your external environment is controlling your sense of security, your sense of like a stable mindset or stable emotions. I don't know, because I almost get this feeling of like, if you're dealing with someone who has caused, I don't know, conflict, disagreements, but like really made you feel very much up in your head, stressed, anxious, whatever, that is controlling you because it's allowing you to be in those negative, uncomfortable feelings. And how do we get ourselves out of that? It's not by controlling the situation. That's even harder. It's either by us just accepting it is what it is, and detaching from that, like doing something, focusing on ourselves. And I don't mean detaching like escaping, like, well, you know what, I'm gonna go and do some drugs so I don't feel these emotions, so I can be in la la land away from reality. No, I'm talking about how how are you able to cope in a healthy way with a situation that feels uncomfortable, but also in a way that allows you to move forward, to do other things that align with your own growth, with your own mental health, with your own emotional sense of your own emotional security. For some of you, if this is just between you and you're working on something, I feel like there's an energy, keep going, and needing to be organized is literally what I just got in my head. All right, Libra, I'm going to leave it there. You let me know if this made sense. If it did, comment down below, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.